In 1943, two scientists, Salvador Luria and Delbrück, proved that living things mutate by blind chance, not in response to what they need, and they proved it without ever watching a single mutation happen. The idea came to Luria at a faculty dance, watching a slot machine pay out a jackpot. Here was the puzzle. Pour a deadly virus, a bacteriophage, onto a lawn of bacteria, and nearly all of them die. But a few survive, and their offspring are resistant forever. It looked as though the virus had taught the bacteria to resist, an adaptation summoned by the threat itself. The rival idea was stranger, that the resistance was a random mutation, already present in a few cells before the virus ever arrived. And the trouble was, the survivors look identical either way. So which is it? Does the virus create the resistance, or merely reveal a mutation that was already there? You cannot tell from the survivors, and you cannot tell from their number. On average, both ideas predict the very same count. Luria's insight came from the slot machine. Don't count the average, watch the scatter. Suppose the virus induces resistance. Then each cell, on meeting the virus, takes its own independent long shot. Grow many separate cultures, and each should turn up about the same small number of survivors, clustered tightly around the average, like coins from a fair game. But suppose instead the resistance is a mutation that strikes at random as the culture grows, before any virus. Now, timing is everything. A mutation late in the growth leaves only a few resistant cells, but a mutation early on gets copied and copied into an enormous resistant clone, a jackpot. So this picture predicts something wild. Most cultures with a mere handful of survivors, and a rare few with hundreds. The test almost runs itself. Grow many tiny cultures side by side, each on its own, with no virus at all. Let them grow up. Then pour each whole culture onto a virus plate and count the resistant colonies. Two pictures, two predictions. Tight and even, or wildly uneven, with jackpots. The cultures did not agree. Most gave a few resistant colonies, but some erupted into jackpots, hundreds strong. The scatter between the cultures was far larger than the average, far beyond the tight, even spread the induced idea demanded. The jackpots gave it away. The mutations had already been there, arising blindly as the cells divided, long before the virus arrived. Mutations happen on their own, at random, without purpose, and before any need for them. The virus doesn't teach resistance, it only exposes the mutants that chance had already made. Bacteria have genes, and they mutate like everything else. The result that founded bacterial genetics and carried a Nobel Prize. Its beauty is that it measured the invisible. No one saw a single mutation happen. Yet by reading pure chance, the shape of the scatter, not any one number, Luria and Delbrück caught the timing of unseen events and turned a question that sounded like philosophy into a fact you could count. Sometimes the signal isn't the number, it's how much the numbers disagree. Beautiful experiments.